Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Chris, and today we're going to be talking about intuition. We're up to stage 6, actually, of the process of a 45 days of developing a powerful and a great intuition. Information is sent, and from the sender, we have no control. We don't know whether they're going to deliver us good news or whether they're going to deliver us bad news. But the most important thing to realize is this. Whether it's a person or something you read or something you bring in through one of your senses, the most important thing to realize is you receive news neutral. So it arrives in your ear at your when it gets there without any bent. It's news, and there is no what do you call it? It's news neutral. But once it gets to your ear, you go through the 5 stages of hearing. And that's, you receive it, you spend a few seconds understanding what you received. You remember when you've received this sorts of thing before. And if there is a memory bank of it, it saves you a lot of time because you go, I know what I've just heard. I've heard Dad being angry. I've heard Mum being sad. I've heard something, and you remember how it was before, so it saves you a lot of time evaluating, which is the next stage, because if you've heard it before and you remember it, this information goes straight into the process of feedback. So on holiday, that process can take up to a minute. And because you're on holiday and you're relaxed, you will go through the 5 stages of listening. When you meet your first partner, they may send some news to you, which is not always how you want to hear it. But what you do is you skip a couple of stages. You don't remember the past because you just don't want to. And you don't evaluate what they say. You just go, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Oh, wow. What did you just say? Oh, you just took your underpants. Oh, this is so beautiful. And you deliberately bypass the remembering and the evaluating stages of your mind because you want to remain infatuated. That's what you want. And so understanding bends information that was received neutral, and I don't care whether they intended to be good or bad, you receive it neutral, but then you put, through the process of listening, you're bent on what you hear. When when you meet your first partner, the stage between receiving and feedback can be up to a second. The early stages of stress, however, we start to bypass more and more of the processes of listening. We receive, we're not interested in understanding, we're a little bit under the pump. We remember when it's happened before because that's the fastest process we've got of evaluating and understanding what's going on. We simply remember what's happened before and boom, we give feedback. So the more stressed we're under, the faster we think, and the faster we go between information arriving and boom, blink, feedback. So we start to become moody, short-tempered, hyper-vigilant, sensitive, and all the words that we all know. It all comes from stress, and stress by necessity uses memory to generate feedback results. So under stress and extreme stress, we start to skip even remembering. We receive and we feedback. We receive and we feedback. And that's when habits form. And these habits cause us to sort of receive information, bypass any reception process, skip understanding, skip remembering, skip evaluating, and boof, feedback. And so when we're trying to find an answer to a problem, and that problem is causing us stress, it's highly likely that we will bypass all the respectable process of thinking and all the processes of listening and evaluating and remembering and understanding, and go straight boom to feedback and make stupid and very emotional decisions. So there's two states of mind that we need to aspire to in understanding the process of intuition. One is called an empty mind, which is listening, receiving, and one is called a full mind, which is responding. And what we need to do is just make sure that we give ourselves time for the 5 stages of listening: receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, and feedback. Because every single one of those stages we can influence. We can influence how we understand things. We can influence what we remember and how we trigger against something that we hear or see or do. We can evaluate what would be the best response to this situation given where I want to go in the future, and then we generate our solution, or what's called feedback. So what intuition requires at least once a day is for you to be green field. Green field means no problem, no solution, no thinking, no trying, no asking, no replying, no listening, no feedbacking, no receiving, no generating. Empty. This is Chris. You have a beautiful day. Bye for now.